Please. Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running?
I describe myself as a tissue paper.
Tissue paper?
I'm right in between.
What does that mean?
I'm not a rag, but you know.
But I feel like you're rich.
Tissue soaks up stuff. I soak up the culture and the energy.
I see. Because you live here, right?
For sure. I think something that I really appreciate America and as someone that is Persian, but I was born and raised in Pakistan and I've been living here in the US all my life. I think something that I really appreciate about America is it's the land of opportunities for sure. Like you can really do anything that you put your mind to, and there's so many people. And as a woman, there's a lot of like freedom. Of course, you have to be safe, but there's a lot of safety. There's freedom of education, especially freedom of religion that I didn't have in my country, and that's something that I really appreciate about America.
Yo, Wagwan, it's Blazey again, right here. I'm so happy for all those guys who keep on subscribing to my channel. There's a shy guy right here. Ryan. Ryan is actually one of my good friends, but I don't know why he's afraid of looking at the camera. Are you shy, a little bit shy?
Never done this before.
Never done this before? Alright, so we're out here in Chicago, actually just close to the house of worship, as you can see that building right there. I think you guys are familiar with this spot. I've done a video about it before. And I'm here with Bob Marley's grandson.
Wagwan.
Oh
yeah, camera reception
from the BBC. She's from the BBC.
This BBC network, yes. That's right. So what's going on, y'all? So my name is Alejo, and today we are in beautiful Wilmette, Illinois. We're out here at the beach. What do you look like?
Also part of the experience, I want to ask people. I know everybody talks about America being one of the hardest places to stay, but I want to ask people, what are you grateful to have in the United States?
Oh yeah, that's tough.
That's right. Like what makes you happy in this country?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah, because you live here, right? Because if you didn't like America, you'll have to be somewhere else. But first, do you like this country?
I love how much diversity exists in this country. People from all over the world come move here, and you get to meet so many wonderful people from all different backgrounds, religions, and we all coexist together, and that makes me happy.
Perfect. Wow. That's a good one. Anyway, that's from the OG himself. Yes, let's go find out the victims. Oh, yeah. Right?
Oh, the victims is crazy.
Good job, man.
Other victims.
All right, let's see.
Let's ask some Chicago locals.
Some Chicago locals.
Yeah, some land babies.
I can see some boys.
Othello,
check
come here. Hey, check it out, bro. Please.
Okay.
Othello, please. Can you do me? G, come on. Please. Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? All right. Good. All right. Do we have any Chicago natives that want to answer questions? You want to answer questions, bro? You want to take an interview?
That's right. Hey, give me the mic.
Okay. No, it's his. No, hey, bro, check it out. Check it out.
No.
All right. So,
what's it called?
Real land. We got a real land, baby. So what's your name? Where you from?
Damien. I'm from Bronzeville, south side of Chicago.
Okay, and so what is something that you're thankful for in the U.S.?
Football.
Football?
Okay,
so that's the only thing?
Yes.
Only thing?
Yes.
All right,
so can you tell some of the viewers what it's like to live in Brownsville?
Let's see. It depends. Bronzeville got its good side and it's got its bad side as well. It's actually a pretty good place. A lot of older people stay towards that area. A lot of landmines over there as well. So it's a pretty nice place.
Let me ask you too. So if you had a chance to leave this country, will you take it? If someone was to ask to give you another country to move to, would you like leave?
Would I move to another country?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yes and no.
Okay. Why?
Yes, because you feel me? I don't really like America like that. I want to experience like different countries.
Yeah.
And no, because the other countries play soccer and not American football. So
I see. Okay.
Okay, and I do have one question for you, bro. So, as black men in this country, and I know you are a Chicago native, and I've lived in Chicago for some time, and I got a lot of family from Chicago. So, my question for you is like, what have you noticed from like a racism standpoint, and being out here in the area where it's predominantly white, and also being from like the land where it's a lot different, there's a lot more black people, there's a lot more diversity, especially because you said like there's good and bad parts of Bronzeville, and I know out south and what we call the low end is very different. So my question for you really is just, you know, what have you noticed, and how is it different from out there compared to out here where there's more uplifted Caucasian folk, if you will?
The difference with out here is like you don't really you see about maybe 2 black people every 30 white people. That's my ratio right there.
No, that's facts though. Yeah,
even more.
Yeah, but when I look at it, like, I haven't experienced anything that's been pretty racist yet. Everybody around here been pretty welcoming. Sure. But Chef Leon actually, he from New York. He be the chef that also be here with us. He tells us like a lot of white people would like be walking past or running past, and they just look at him like he don't belong here. Sure. And like it makes him feel like, well, he be trolling them a lot, but on a real standpoint, it's like, why is this happening? Why is it like that? But opposed to us being back home, it's like the racist. I mean, back in Chicago towards the low end, it's like racism is not heavy towards there, but it's way more gang violence and gun violence supposed to out here. So out here it's safer when it's as far as like guns and like things like that, but you also have to worry about the racism that lies in me just walking down the street. I can end up possibly incarcerated, you feel me? Yeah. Opposed to being back home, even with me still walking down the street, something like that can happen, but also I'm worried about the violence around guns. But it's pretty nice out here though, I give them that, it's pretty nice.
Hey, actually, I just have to give shout out to Wilmette. I think we can try and make this place a better place where everybody can come and feel accepted. But as this dude has said, he hasn't experienced racism yet. But you know, step by step until we get there, right? I appreciate it, brother.
No problem. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Seriously. Blessings.
Yeah, so hey, and we got so many victims out here. I think at some point we'll have to run away from them.
Bro, he thought he was Messi with no. He thought he was Ronaldo with that one.
What? Alright, so
he never just tried the backwards bicycle kick the ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a girl. Let's find a girl and ask.
Lene wants to be in there.
Come here.
Hi.
Let's go, Lene.
Okay. Hello. So we back. We have our friend Lene here. Oh, please, actually, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm so sorry. Introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
I'm Lene. I'm 17. I'm from Zion, Illinois.
Okay, and so what has your experience been, not only out here in this area of Wilmette, but how is it different from like where you grew up back home in Zion?
Well, I didn't grow up in Zion. I grew up in Evanston, but like, what do you mean, like different?
Like describe the culture out here versus out in Evanston or Zion. Now that you live out there.
Well, it's a lot more united than anywhere else I've been, because like you have a group of people and you guys get together and do other stuff. We had occasionally we had block parties in Evanston or never in Zion, but in Evanston, but just not been.
People say that this place has lots of racism because there's not many black people in the university.
In this area, maybe, because there's a lot more riches than rags. Yeah, I guess.
Riches, rags?
Yeah.
So do you consider yourself a rag or a rich?
No, I describe myself as a tissue paper.
Tissue paper?
I'm right in between.
What does that mean?
I'm not a rag, but you know.
But I feel like you're rich.
Tissue soaks up stuff. I soak up the culture and the energy.
I see. Wow. What an intelligent young lady. So tissue paper, right?
Honestly, I like that a lot. Tissue paper is cool, and the best part is that tissue paper wraps a gift, right? So she's a mind rich in gems within her soul, and she has a lot of gifts and talents on her own. So her exterior may be tissue paper, but on the inside is a wonderful present. I will say that. So I question. So like, what's your experience about like the youth and some of the gatherings that we do here? What do you like? What do you dislike?
I dislike how immature some of them are, but I do like how like when the more they come, the more they mature. So like at first you meet them, they're all crazy, everything, but then the more you get to know them, they become more mature, they become more like of your friend. At first you're just strangers, but then you become friends more often, and then they're really just cool people. Like, these people are cool.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Lene from Zion and Evanston.
Yeah.
Let's go find some more victims.
This is Blazey from Kenya.
And this is Alejo
The Bob Marley's grandson.
Yeah. No, I'm low-key from Jamaica, just kidding. No, I'm not from Jamaica. But, yeah, okay. I'm actually from Round Lake. Nobody knows where that is, so it's by Waukegan, by Zion, about that area. Tawana, you want to be on the video?
How are you? Oh no, we have an international.
You want to be in the video too?
Actually, I know she's
international.
So this girl here, I have to tell you this. She's a well-traveled human being. That's
facts.
You know. But now I want to ask you, like,
Can I see myself?
What are you grateful about being in America? Because you live here, right?
For sure. I think something that I really appreciate America and as someone that is Persian, but I was born and raised in Pakistan and I've been living here in the US all my life. I think something that I really appreciate about America is it's the land of opportunities for sure. Like you can really do anything that you put your mind to and there's so many people. And as a woman, there's a lot of like freedom. Of course, you have to be safe, but there's a lot of safety, there's freedom of education, especially freedom of religion that I didn't have in my country, and that's something that I really appreciate about America. But that's not to say that America doesn't have its faults and its errors. It has a lot to learn, but that's a little bit what I
Very eloquently put.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
So this is my advice to women. If you wanna have rights and freedom, move to America. Do you agree?
I think you can really move to any country. Like I don't know. I've been to the Europe. I really don't know. Move to America. Move to anywhere.
But women have rights more here than any other place, right? You think so? As a woman?
Maybe.
I think so.
I do think so, but I wouldn't say that America's fully progressive.
Yeah, but better than other places.
For sure, yeah.
Sure.
Especially countries that are developing. Not to say that America's not developing, but yeah.
Okay. All right, that was cool. Me and Alejo, we're gonna wrap it up right now.
All right, cool.
Until next time, don't forget to click subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like this type of content. Let us know in the comments what you think. And without further ado, we will see y'all in the next one.
Peace.
Blessings.